Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this podcast, I delve into my subconscious and invite ChatGPT to analyze and interpret my dreams. This dream comes from June 22nd, 2025. Was visiting my sister. She seemed to be off-putting, giving me the cold shoulder. She complained about Georgie smelling in her house. I offered to give him a bath. Frames on her wall were projecting shadow rulers, scales, and dimensions. It was using the light from above to shadow onto the wall. She said that Dina's kids are going to really enjoy driving in my Tesla. Jay was alive, partying and dancing, but not with Kenny and not talking to anyone. This dream contains deep emotional undercurrents about family dynamics, perception, unspoken judgment, and memory. It unfolds like a layered portrait of feeling misunderstood, excluded, and reflective, while still trying to make peace or offer care. Sister's coldness, emotional distance. Your sister acting cold or off-putting reflects a real or symbolic feeling of emotional separation, judgment, or tension, possibly around your choices, presence, or identity. Her complaining about Georgie could be less about the dog and more about something you bring with you that she delicately represents and finds disruptive, your lifestyle, emotional openness, or your perceived flaws. Offering to bathe Georgie, willingness to repair. Your offer to give Georgie a bath suggests a desire to clean up or fix what's wrong, to make peace, or to take responsibility, even that you're not sure what you're being judged for. It reflects emotional maturity and care even when others aren't meeting you halfway. Shadow ruler frames measurements, judgment, and projection. The frames projecting rulers, scales, and dimensions using shadow and light is a rich symbolic moment. It reflects how you're being measured, not directly, but through implied, invisible standards. The light and shadows here show the duality of perception, what is visible versus what's inferior. The rules or measurements may not be spoken out loud, but they are clearly felt, casting long shadows over your visit. Her saying Dina's kids are going to really enjoy this implies that you were not intending audience, reinforce a theme of exclusion or being overlooked, even in family spaces. Driving your Tesla, autonomy and distance. Being in your Tesla often symbolizes independence, identity, and direction. You're moving through the world under your own control, which may contrast with your emotional atmosphere at your sister's pace. It could reflect your need to remove yourself or how you find freedom outside the family system. Jay alive, dancing without Kenny, memory of emotional gaps. Seeing Jay alive and partying suggests a joyful memory or longing for simpler times. But the fact that he's not with Kenny or speaking to anyone implies a fracture of connection between the past and the present, between living and gone, or among people who should be close. Unresolved grief, perhaps, or memories that no longer feel safe or whole. Themes and interpretation. Emotional judgment. You're in a space where you're being asserted, but the rules feel hidden or unfair. Care and empathy. You're still showing love, effort, and care, even in tense emotional terrain. Disconnection versus self-direction. The dream contrasts family disconnection with your independent journey, driving, surviving, and seeking clarity. Ultimately, this dream mirrors a time when you're trying to maintain grace aimed at unspoken tension, remembering your past, and navigating belonging versus becoming. If you have any intriguing dreams, please share them in the comments below. Thank you and see you in your dreams.